Hey guys, welcome to Face to Face Podcast number 2. We're ADP. My name's Thompson. Yours?
I am Brennan.
I am Alex.
I am Lyndon.
And you're new.
I am
Who
new,
are you?
yes. I am new. I'm into video games, obviously, and a lot of beer drinking, mostly League of Legends for games.
And beer for beer.
Mostly Guinness.
Okay.
Yeah. Product placement.
Yeah.
Free case of Guinness out of this, I'm happy.
Sure, why
yeah.
not?
Dibs.
All right, so yeah, like I said, we're ADP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess the most notable thing of late is that you are recently back from RTX.
Yes, Rooster Teeth Expo in Austin, and oh yeah, today is July 21st.
Yes.
Yes, for a note.
In the year of our Lord 2013.
Anyway, so I'm back from that, and for those of you who don't know, Rooster Teeth Expo or RTX, or I don't think they're calling it Rooster Teeth Expo, but it doesn't matter. The point is, it's about 3 years old now, and the first one was like 300 people. Now it's they had sold 300 tickets, and then it ended up being 500 people through magic.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Magic.
The next one was 3,000. They had a bunch of people in the convention center, like a small subsect of the convention center. And this one was 10,000. So it's like going to be PAX level stuff,
Soon.
right? Soon.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
not.
how
go
big-
away.
about that?
How big is PAX? How big is
PAX was pretty big.
About 60,000, I think.
Yeah, it was
Give it time, man. It's
PAX
dude,
started
they're
out small too, though, right?
Oh,
So-
yeah. It basically, it doubled every year until they hit the maximum size limit of the convention centers.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's gonna happen. Like they were like, well, actually, the organizers were like, yeah, like 3,000 last year. You know, how many do you expect to sell this year? Oh, 10,000. They're like, there's no way in hell you're gonna hit it. And they sold. I don't think they sold out right away, but I mean, it was.
Well, with the inclusion
sold out.
with the inclusion of Ruby, like I wanted to see that
Yeah, Ruby alone.
just for that.
Yeah. Well, you should have seen the lineup for that thing. It was like the top of the convention center was full.
Okay.
Full of people. Like
So-
it was packed.
So for those of us, including myself, that have no idea what you're talking about, what the hell is Ruby?
Ruby is an anime that they're making at Rooster Teeth, and
Okay.
it's fantastic.
Is it Machinima again, or is it like anime?
No, it's like straight up anime. They're
Okay.
making it with Poser 6 or something like that. They're one of the sponsors for the show, but
Fair enough.
yeah. Anyway, yeah,
I'll have to. Look
it's
into that.
really good.
It's real. The first one debuted. The public one debuted this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was good.
And Athena, actually, my wife, she went to the panel and she got to see the first and second episodes.
Huh.
Yeah. And yeah, like the panel was, like I said, the lineup was
You
massive.
said it was Machinima?
No,
No, it's
Okay.
not. It's just
no, it's
anime.
anime.
so-
It's like
I was
3D
thinking-
anime.
Are
Yeah,
they
but-
still doing voices for it then? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very good.
It's going to be weird.
Oh
Yeah.
no, trust me, man. It's extremely cool. You've got to
I'm
see
gonna be
it.
googling something
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. So anyway, on top of all the panels that they had a lot of games on the floor, and yeah, I mean there were a lot that really impressed me.
That was a pretty good developer tournament, I hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was huge, man. There was lots there, and lots of indie devs. Austin is full of them.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a weird hippie commune in the middle of Texas.
This camera's dead, isn't it?
Yep. That's a red
Yep.
light on the bottom.
Just shut off.
Huh.
You fucking piece of shit GoPro motherfucker. Why the fuck do you keep dying?
He says into the other GoPro that's working.
Blooper reel.
Oh, totally. We're totally gonna have this on blooper reel. I'm just glad that thing has lots of space.
I can get the webcam.
There's gotta be a way to do this.
It's dying.
Why is it shutting?
quicker than
Why is it
usually does?
Why is it shutting off?
Here,
It's
I
plugged
got
into
a-
a power source.
I've got an idea.
It's
We're gonna
overheating.
run
Oh.
this. We're running this. I have a plan.
Okay.
Okay. Plan B.
What are you gonna link them together?
No.
No, run it without a battery so it doesn't heat up so hard.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
if that actually works, then yeah.
Batteries produce a lot of heat.
Yeah, they do.
Especially
It's-
these ones.
Yeah.
If that works, I'm going to be vaguely amused.
Vaguely amused.
Hold on.
Wasn't the description I expected, but
So anyway, while I'm doing triage on this fucker, yeah, so there are a lot of games going on, like a lot on the floor. One of the biggest ones that I saw was Loadout. Like they had a big booth that they're having competitions on, and
Okay.
And for those of you who don't know, even I'm one of them. I'm not hugely familiar with the game. Loadout is
It's a third-person shooter,
Okay.
and the premise behind it is that you can make your own gun.
Oh.
like
Okay.
Call of Duty, where you've got a base gun and then you can add attachments, or
It's more like you've got the body, and you have the ability to put anything else on it. So you can put you want to fire rockets, cool. You want to fire bullets, cool. You want to fire lightning, cool. You want to fire, let's say, I went with rockets because I like rockets and splash damage is awesome. So I had a rocket launcher that fired 4 rockets, not at the same time. And then you, let's see, I had iron sights on it. So you can select the sights, you can select the firing mode, like is it semi-auto, is it full auto, does it do a burst?
Full auto rocket
And what kind of stock does it have? Like it's you want customization in a weapon,
So
got
you said
it.
it's a third-person shooter?
Third-person shooter.
Okay.
So when you're upgrading your gun, like, is there a certain point limit that each attachment builds up to, or
No.
like how is it limited, or is it limited?
It's balanced. So
Okay.
all the stuff you've got is balanced out in one way or another. So if you're adding a
Positives and
stock,
negatives.
so
Yeah.
if you're adding a stock that has
Reduced recoil?
reduced recoil, then it will be like you'll fire slower or something like
Okay.
that.
okay.
You know, there's some sort of stat there that will balance out.
Okay. So does it have a leveling up system kind of deal? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Well, leveling up in the way that you get more parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like more the Call of Duty leveling up system, where as you gain more levels, you get access to more options,
Yeah.
rather than you're spending points to improve things.
Yeah, exactly. So
Fair enough.
it's a good time. I really enjoyed it. But on the floor, what they would do is that they would have groups of 3 on 3. That's the mode that we were playing.
Okay.
And we would play against each other, and whoever won the match, those people got shirts.
Okay.
And whoever got a shirt could come back and challenge the developers. And if they won that, then they got something. But the thing was, and I passed by it like every time that they do a challenge like
Yeah.
this, and every time it was like 3,000 to 0.
Oh, geez.
Really?
Like every
developers
time.
just destroyed them?
Destroyed them. It was hilarious. But yeah, really cool looking game. A lot of fun. Holy crap!
Is it just like an open map kind of thing?
It's a small map.
Arena shooter kind of deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't worry about that. I don't really know what I'd compare it to other than maybe Quake 3 Arena.
Okay. That kind of map.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like jump pads, weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Open areas, bridges,
Yeah.
you know, but relatively compact. At least the map that I played.
Arena
Okay.
shooters are kind of making a comeback the past couple. This year specifically, there's a lot of games coming out. Actually, who made this? Or who's making this, I should say.
Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. I will look it up right now.
Yeah. That's why you write this down.
That's why.
Edge of Reality?
Edge of Reality, that's the one. Yes.
So, free to play? Or what? How are they doing this?
No, those were beta keys that they were handing out.
But, yeah,
But will it be? Are they?
Once it goes live, what kind of...
Not
do you know?
Not too sure because I know on Steam right now you can buy it for $10.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking at it.
Yeah, and it's so good. Holy crap! I would definitely say it's worth $10.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
I can check it out for free now.
I've been distracted by the Steam sale for a couple weeks, so that's all I've really been looking at.
yeah.
It's been a rough 10 days.
So I mean, we're almost done our competition here because the Steam sale's almost done.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Just a random question: have either of you come around the whole "Oh, that game looks awesome," and then you go, "Oh, when did I buy this?"
Had that happen
You.
twice.
Yeah.
Specifically, Chivalry 2.
yeah.
No, it was Crusader Kings
Oh,
too.
Crusader Kings 2. Sorry. Yeah, that's a game that comes up in a lot of my the podcasts I listen to, PC Gamer or
Oh, okay.
PC
Yeah,
Gamer
yeah.
or whatever. And it's, you know what? It sounds interesting. I should go play that. I should go buy that. Why can't I add this to my wish list? What do you mean I already own it? How long have I owned this game?
You've owned it for a while.
Apparently.
I saw it in your list, and I was like, "Man, we should play. We should do something." And then it just.
Do you have
never
Crusader
happened.
Kings?
Yeah,
I was thinking about buying.
I love
it.
that game.
That's the one where you can even like select your lineages and stuff, isn't it?
That's the
Lots of
entire
history?
game.
Oh, okay.
The game itself is you are a family, like you
Oh.
are a family tree. So you are a guy and or girl, depending on how it works out, and you go through the motions. You have kids, you rule a territory, and then you die. then it
So
goes.
is it kind of like a like Civilization kind of thing? Or
No.
no? Like
Have you played a Paradox game?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I have. Paradox.
Paradox, Victoria, Europa Universalis. Okay, anyway, big map game. That's what they do best. Big map games.
So I'm just trying to get it comparable. So there's not like upgrading your units and your stuff like that. Like you
Yes,
said,
there is, but not really.
Okay.
It's more of a subtle background kind of thing.
Okay. Whatever. I'll look into it.
There's nothing really to compare itself to other than other games.
Crusader Kings 1.
Yeah, exactly. Other games in the genre, because the games that they make are grand, huge, massive games. Like they are, like it's an unprecedented scale. Because I try to describe. I love strategy games. I try to describe these games. It's like, okay, so have you played Risk?
Oh yeah.
You played Risk, okay.
Oh, so many angry
So
Risk.
Risk is like a children's game. And then have you played Axis and Allies?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I love Risk. I'm just saying. You played Axis and Allies?
Yeah. I have actually.
Okay. So you're getting into your early teens. You're starting to get a little bit more complex. There's different units, and the map is getting a little bit bigger, and there's a little more details here and there. And then you get into like any of their games, Europa Universalis or Victoria or Crusader Kings, and it's like you were going for a PhD in history. Like when you start Crusader Kings 2, one of the funniest thing is you have this entire map of Europe and a little bit of Africa and a little bit of the East. And you can click on anyone, and there's a little button in the right-hand corner that says, go to Wikipedia page.
Oh wow.
Like,
So it's historically accurate.
yes, but here's the thing. So it's not just kings, it's also dukes, it's also earls, it's also chiefs, it's also like all sorts of people, like everywhere.
Oh,
and
that's a dangerous game for me to play.
let me put it to you this way. I started playing it the one day. And I was gonna go, just play for a couple hours. It was like exactly.
Sorry.
It was like 9 o'clock or something. I was like, oh, I'll just play for half an hour, an hour. Just
3 a.m. rolls around.
At
3
first,
a.m. rolled around, and I was like, I really have to go to bed. It was like I have to go to work in like
4 hours,
4
5
hours or
hours.
something like that.
this is a weekday operation.
Weekday,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I've done that before.
And I mean,
I do that far too often.
Yeah.
it never works out good.
no,
Red Ball.
Lately.
yeah.
Okay.
Like Universalis 4 is coming out. What?
Audacity is not responding.
Fucking hell. Well, I'm going to record on these mics anyway. So you figured that out. So you.
Eric, just random question. Universalis.
Yes.
What kind of game is it? Sorry.
Same thing.
But Universalis sounds more like it's I don't know, maybe more sci-fi or
No.
not even
Okay,
close?
so here's the lineage of those games.
Okay.
They start with Crusader Kings.
And we're back.
You're back. You
I
fixed
don't
it.
know. It just
died.
stopped not responding.
Oh,
Nice.
Yay!
I don't know if there's going to be audio gap in there or not, but around
Whatever.
12,
we can
we've
edit
got
it
these.
out.
12:30.
We've got these. We got that. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Editing.
yeah, Crusader Kings, the series Crusader Kings
Okay.
is the start of the series.
Okay.
So plus all the DLC and all that crap.
Yeah.
Let's say 800 to 1444.
Gotcha.
Now, from 1444 to 1836 is Europa Universalis.
Okay.
1836 to 19...
Sometime around Queen Victoria.
Shit.
Post First World War.
Post First World War, pre-second.
So
Okay.
1930.
30s.
Yeah, 1930-ish. I think it's 100 years, so it's 1936.
There you
Okay.
go.
So, yeah, that's Victoria. That's
Huh.
the Victoria series. And then after 1936 to, I don't know, 1950 is Hearts of Iron.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, it gets into the Cold War, and yeah. So,
Noted.
they are really big history buffs at Paradox.
They've got a lockdown on the past, 1,500 years of
Yeah,
civilization.
absolutely. So they are extremely complex.
Damn.
And,
Anyway,
yeah.
RTX.
RTX. Yeah.
We've gone off on this Crusader
Huge segue.
Kings thing for a
How
very
did
long
we
time.
get here?
Steam sale.
I drove.
Right.
You drove.
I drove, yes.
Anyway.
We live here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so RTX, let's see. There was loadout, like I said. I played Hotline Miami 2, which,
Yeah.
that game, that was the first thing I hit on the floor. I knew that I needed to get there and play it, like, immediately. And it's just as good as it was before. I mean, you guys all played.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I did.
Played,
I-
not finished.
Played, not
Yes,
finished.
I
not
haven't
finished.
played much of it due to the fact that I've been busy with other stuff, but
Yeah.
it is on my list of things to complete.
Okay, well, Hotline Miami 2 is more of the same as far as, like, controls and, like, the gameplay is very similar.
Okay.
That being said, like, just the background story, like, in the first one, the background story is very subtle.
Yeah.
It was there. It was noticeable.
It's
and-
more about shooting people in the face.
It's more about clubbing people in the face.
Yeah.
Bricking.
And smashing their faces against the floor, and, just so many good things.
Violence.
Hyper-violence.
Who needs a storyline?
It was a weird acid trip storyline.
Yep.
It was a surreal attempt at storytelling. It wasn't meant as a linear fiction.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
that's the thing. It was, though. It was very... It was subtle, but it was there.
Oh
And
yeah, I'm not denying that there was certainly a distinct narrative to Hotline Miami.
Oh, it was
just it was downplayed. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it was subtle. Well, in Hotline Miami 2, it's a lot less subtle.
Fair enough.
And that's for better and worse. Like, it's awesome. It's really awesome, but it is extremely uncomfortable because you're just along for the ride as the player.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that happen in the game, they have this feeling that it's just like, this is wrong, but it's happening.
If you ever stopped, if you were playing the first game and you ever stopped to think just what you were doing, you had the same kind of realization of, I'm enjoying something that maybe is
Slightly fucked up.
slightly fucked up is certainly a good way to
That's
put
the best
that,
way to
yeah.
put it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, with the second one, I'll say the tutorial level. The tutorial level, you're this big fat dude. And you go, like, you break into this house and you essentially kill this family,
Wow.
including a little girl.
What the fuck?
But then, wait, let me explain. So afterwards, you kill the little girl, that's the last thing you do, and then it switches over off screen, and there's a director who goes, cut! Okay,
Oh,
that was all great. And he
fuck.
comes in, everybody's fine. Like, nothing wrong happened.
It was a movie set.
For a second there, I was really hoping this was just a subtle tie-in to the first Max Payne game.
Yeah.
That would actually be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Max Payne was awesome. But, yeah, no, it was like, whoa! It makes you feel very uncomfortable, but it makes you think, and oh man, it's so good. It is so good. I can't wait to play more of it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so let's see, there's that. Shadow Warrior is looking really interesting.
I haven't seen that.
That the reboot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That first game was not. It was. There's nostalgic memories for it certainly, but if you go back to it, man, that game was racist.
Oh, overtly. I never actually got to play it, but I've heard lots about it, and it's like deep end racism, like pretty bad. Like trying to make jokes on racism and stuff like that. It's like, ugh, gross.
It was willing to go
Push the boundaries of things, yeah.
push the boundaries of certain Asian stereotypes.
Well, let me put it to you this way: the main character's name is Lo Wang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so penis jokes, lots of them. But anyway, the new one, they've toned down a ton on the racism.
Probably a good thing. The market's a little bit.
Yeah, it's changed. We are not
Yeah.
in the early 90s. This isn't Duke Nukem 3D era.
Duke Nukem.
Well, it was-
a lot of bubblegum.
That was awesome, by the way. But yeah, like, it's changed that way, so it's less racist. But it's also a lot more gory. Like, really gory.
It's and that's a Guinness for those playing the home game.
Oh yeah, that's on camera.
Just crack the rest of it.
Just do it.
It's done.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, they like to foam at the
A little
start.
bit.
Oh yeah.
They get
Anyway,
excited.
where were you? Shadow
So do
Warrior.
I.
Right, yeah. Early night. Well, yeah, they couldn't achieve that level of violence even if they wanted to back
No,
then.
of course
No.
not. Well,
Racism, fine. Gory violence, no.
Racism, what you need is be able to put audio in the game.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. But Yeah, so with the new one,
Why are you making noise?
this camera's dead now.
Yeah!
Temperature warning.
We need to stop using GoPros.
Take the battery out of that one, too.
All right, so... Hi.
And we're down to 1.
Oh, fuck it.
Is Lyndon still dead? That one's
No,
No,
Lyndon's
this one's going.
working.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think
take
it's
the
actually
battery out.
charged.
We're just gonna rotate GoPros here.
Yep.
It could be, I think it's probably the heat from actually charging.
Actually, I think you're right, honestly.
So either go with the cable and without the battery, or
we can
go
do
with
that.
the battery and without the cable.
Let's find out. Nope. All right, but yeah, I think you're right, actually.
So I'm the turbo, what was it, turbintacular technician, something like that?
Turbo encabulator.
Turbo encabulator, yes.
Turbo encabulator is
A
all
lot less
sorts
racist when it doesn't involve the word turban.
of... That is true. That is also true. Very true. But more importantly, it's a title of buzzwords.
No.
What the fuck's an encabulator?
Exactly.
It encabulates. What do
Have you ever
think it
played
does?
Space Team? You
Oh,
should.
Yeah. So I did play that for the first time the other day with my cousins. That is a highly entertaining game.
I have it on my phone. I've just never managed to get enough people with iOS devices in one room together.
You can actually
No.
play it now. They just released an Android version that's
They did?
compatible.
They did?
It's
Is
compatible.
it
with-
cross-compatible?
Yeah.
Oh, hells yes.
It's available now. There was only when I helped my uncle move. Yeah. No, I helped my uncle move on Saturday, and yeah, we were looking because my brother has me and my cousins have all Apple, but my brother doesn't.
Space Team.
And yeah, when we looked at it, it had 50 downloads. It like brand new.
Just came out.
It just came out.
For those who aren't watching this, Thompson and Lyndon here are just feverishly
Trying to get this.
So a
jamming
small
into their Nexus phones.
a small back end on that. I've been following their RSS feed for the past few
Space
months. Yes, I've been following the RSS, just waiting. I saw the one come up and said, "We're working on an Android version," and I freaked out. And then it said, "It's almost done," and I freaked out. And now
It's done.
like I feel like I should have known. I should have known this before you guys did. And now that I know it, I'm just so happy.
The only thing
downloading
is,
it
I'm
right
pretty
now.
sure it's only compatible over Wi-Fi. It's not over Bluetooth.
I don't
So,
care.
Just
I
a note.
don't
Just a
care.
note.
I don't care. I'm so happy. Our work breaks are going to be so much better.
So much better.
Yes, because for all the other hours of the day, you work.
Not lately. No.
No, yeah.
You just rotate.
Yeah, actually, now I'm working.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, figure that one out, hey.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Although,
Beeping.
I'm going to start drinking a lot more.
That's a good idea.
Not at work, but I'm not going to work. I'm just going to drink instead. I'm not an alcoholic, I swear.
All right.
You're allowed to be an alcoholic.
Anyway, we
You're
got
not
sidetracked by
sure.
Space Team. Where were we beforehand?
Rooster
Shadow
Teeth,
Warrior.
Shadow Warrior. Yes.
Yeah, so because, as we discussed, technology has grown quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the goriness that they can put into that game is just over the top.
You mean it's not 2.5D pixelated
Well,
Gibbs?
no, it's not.
So it's not Hotline Miami.
Oh no, that's just straight 2D Gibbs.
Yeah, no, it
so
was
many
2.5. It was well, it was based off of the Duke Nukem 3D engine, like heavily based off. But anyway, so the new one, like you can totally like tear something apart. Like the bad guys, they're built on like a skeletal layer, a muscle layer, an
wow.
organ layer. Like they go everywhere when you're done with them. It's pretty fantastic. It's a lot of fun.
It's in early development, or is it?
Well, I played a fair bit of it when I was at
Okay.
RTX, so I would say it's fairly far along. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. One thing I didn't get a chance to try, which I'm really kicking myself, is there's a sword in the game. The gameplay is based around this mystical sword that does stuff and things. I don't know the whole story, but the point is that this sword that you use is supposed to be the super powerful thing that you can do all these cool moves with. And I was like, it's a first-person shooter. I'm going to use this quad-barrel shotgun and blow away everything. Oh, and a crossbow that shoots explosive bolts.
It's been done.
Yeah, well, no. It's remote detonated. It's even better.
But if you shoot them in the face with a crossbow, they're probably dead. It's just for added
But
effect.
you're fighting demons and skeletons and stuff.
They still have faces.
Yeah,
You
but they're
still-
undead. They need to explode to be real dead. Think about it.
I don't know.
Anyway, trust me, the gameplay is really fun.
Fair enough.
And
I'll
it's
take
like
your word for it.
it's kind of like Hotline Miami where you have like a point system too.
Yeah.
So it's like racking combos.
Combo.
Arcadey. Please not on the mics.
Yeah, please not on the mic.
Or, on the mixing board. These things are expensive.
Yeah, no kidding.
Haha, I'm in an opportune spot. He can't do anything to me.
So
Yeah.
Kick you under the table.
so here's a game that I played there that is out now. It's Battle Block Theater. It's
Okay.
out on.
Oh, yes. I've seen this.
It's out on the 360, and that's it. And it makes me so sad.
Oh, it's a console game.
Well,
That's out
they're
of
gonna
my-
bring it to PC like they did
Okay.
with Castle Crashers, but it's gonna take a while.
Oh, so it's just it's like one of the ones you can buy off the Xbox store.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Arcade.
but oh my god, man, that game is amazing.
What kind of game is it?
It's like a puzzle platformer.
Okay.
Yeah, co-op and or 2-on-2 online battles, and
Okay.
it's like think Little Big Planet, except with more violence.
That's the one you showed me the video for,
Yeah.
correct? Is that I think it reminded me of Super Meat Boy without the blood and meat everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, kind of like
well,
that.
in that case, we should probably get it and then
Play the
make
crap out of it.
chocolate cake of some sort.
Yes. Yes. Oh my god, that game is so much fun. Like, okay, they had 3 arcade cabinets set up.
Okay.
There are 2 that are set up for 2-on-2 multiplayer, and then 1 that was set up just for co-op. And you'd go through the queue and play. But I got my wife and I playing that game against some random people, and it was just like, she doesn't play many video games at all. So to get her playing a game and like yelling and screaming, just ready to go, just hammering on these buttons, it was it was amazing. It was a great time. I mean, it's made by the Behemoth, and all their games are
Yeah.
fantastic.
Winning.
So much winning. But yeah, that game was just, it's so good. I want it right now. But since
Yeah, they did Castle Crashers, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
some guess.
The chicken.
I'm looking at screenshots, and it has a very similar art style.
Oh yeah, the art style is so beautiful. I love their thick, drawn,
Classic Behemoth.
classic Behemoth. That's the best way to put
Excellent.
it. Yeah, and it's so good. It plays so good.
Also sounds like a metal band.
Yes.
The Behemoth.
The
It is.
Classic.
That is a metal
Behemoth.
band.
It,
And I've
Behemoth?
tried covering them, and they're really hard.
oh yeah.
Oh, it's nigh impossible drumming.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Like
but yeah,
like all the kick drums.
no, not the kick. I can match the kicks. I can't match everything else.
Your feet work. Your hands do not.
No, they don't.
It's okay.
Anyway. Anything
Yeah.
else that came up there?
Let's see. There's lots. I played the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
Ooh, that I want to hear
Vomit
about.
Comet.
Pretty much.
I don't foresee you.
I don't think I'm one of the very unlucky people that cannot play Half-Life 2 or Portal without getting motion sick. It's really crappy. I've suffered through it. I played, I think, through half of Half-Life 2 before I said,
Oh,
and probably about half through Portal. I didn't buy Portal 2 because I already knew what was going to happen. But
that's
That
unfortunate.
sucks. It's so good.
I know.
So good.
But I know what it'll do to me, and I couldn't find a fix for it using resolution or nothing. So
We should. One of these days, we'll have to hook it up to the big TV, see if that helps.
Yeah, it might. It's because what is it? Valve makes their games with
70 FOV.
Yeah,
90 FOV?
I can't remember. It's slightly lower than your normal field of vision, so it fucks with some people, and I'm in that group.
You can. I think. Can you modify the field of vision in those games?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Oh,
But I kind of fixed it using resolution, but it allowed me to play instead of an hour. I could play for like 3 hours before I died.
It's peak. It's minus 20 on
Okay.
density.
All right. Fine.
Is that or am I peaking
Yeah.
too
No,
high?
you're
No,
good.
you're good.
Okay.
Just making sure you're good.
We're making sure the levels are okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
ducky.
Yeah, I don't know. This is how I was testing it, and the levels of audacity look okay.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So their field of vision is kind of.
Yeah, but the Oculus, yeah, I think if it ends up in our household, which it probably will,
Oh, I guarantee
If
you.
it's sub $400, hells yes, I'm buying one of those
yeah.
when it comes out.
So I will probably try it and see how it is, and try not to die.
You
But
should.
I think it's cool. The whole concept is amazing. So
I don't know. I'm still waiting for Surgeon Simulator with Oculus and Razer Hydra.
That's gonna be insane. That's gonna be insane. I gotta try that. I mean, considering that you're standing still, like doing stuff with your hands and just moving your head, I think that will be okay.
Did anyone see that? There's I can't remember what the company is. They made it's like a treadmill type of thing, but it's to be used with the Oculus.
Yeah.
It's a little circular thing you stand in and you walk
I didn't
around
see
in
that.
it.
It's got like
Yeah.
it's got two handle bars on
Yeah,
the side.
so you
right?
hold onto the bars or something like that. But
Yeah,
Huh.
that I would be interested in trying.
that just seems like a good way to twist an ankle.
Probably.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'll try it for sure.
Worth it.
what did you play on the Oculus though?
It was a tech demo by Bursting Brains. Yeah, they're a little dev company. I think they're from Austin as well.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, there was just a tech demo, just showing what they can do and what they are doing, and just demoing the Oculus Rift as well, because
Well, it's in its infancy for that kind of technology, right? This
Yeah.
is like the first big thing.
Oh yeah,
It's been around for a while.
The first
It
big
has been, but-
modern thing. I mean,
Yeah.
everything. I mean, this is the holy grail, man. This
Yeah.
is this has been going around since the '80s at least.
Oh, Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just this is the first one that has a chance of actually not.
It looks so
being
cool, and
crap.
I really do hope that it doesn't completely screw me up, because at least I don't know how they use the field of vision in that,
It's
because that's what messes with me. It's not so much the motion, it's how the field of vision is smaller.
you would be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Oh, I know you said you weren't feeling too good when you tried it
Well,
out.
let me paint you a picture. So, I played the game, and it's just a little tech demo. What they did was that there's a laser that was coming out of you facing in a direction. There was
Okay.
another laser that was facing wherever you were looking, like it was
on the top, yeah.
yeah, it was like in your forehead. Anyway, so you'd have to like activate some switches, do a little bit of basic platforming, and move on.
Yeah.
So it was, I want to say like a 3 to 5 minute demo. It was pretty short.
Okay. No.
And I mean, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. Halfway through, I had to take it off.
Yeah?
And just chill for a minute. And I was talking to the developers there, and they're just like, yeah, just take your time. It's okay.
It probably takes. It might not be one of those. It might just take some getting used to, right?
Well, no, there is. Oculus does actually have basically a recommended break-in period of you play it for 20 minutes, you stop for an hour, you play it for 20 minits, you stop for an hour.
You
okay.
probably become a little bit more or at least less sensitive to the nausea.
yeah.
I had the same experience. I've got NVIDIA 3D vision,
Okay.
and it took a long time to actually like
Adjust.
I'd play for about 20 minutes, and then I had to stop and then play for another 20. And once you got used to it, it's fine. But
Well,
you
your
do
eyes
have a
aren't,
break
your eyes aren't
period.
used to doing that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Anyway, so there were lasers. What were you doing with these lasers?
Just pointing at balls to activate switches and stuff.
Okay.
Balls.
Ball.
But anyway, so yeah, it was really just a basic platformer. Just it was just a test.
Well,
It's a
the
tech demo,
actual
yeah.
software that is what's the word? That is compatible with the Oculus Rift is fairly small right now.
Well,
Like they're working on that, right?
kind of. I mean, there's a lot of Unity-based stuff that's coming out for it.
Okay.
There's a lot of other games that are basically being jerry-rigged to work with
Ported
it.
in.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge, Half-Life, that kind of thing.
Team
Fortress.
Team Fortress.
Oh, really?
Well, that's actually officially supported by Valve.
Yeah.
I mean,
A lot
there's a
of
lot of
Valve.
games that are just being hacked in effectively.
yeah. Search and simulator.
Mirror's Edge would be so fun.
Yeah,
Fuck
That would be awesome.
No way.
I've seen videos.
No.
It looks pretty damn.
No,
good.
I think
don't-
I would puke right away. But
Oh yeah, whatever.
Instantly.
it would be worth it.
You see,
Especially if you got the little treadmill involved. It's
I'd have a puke
That would
bucket
be-
sitting there.
A good form of exercise.
yeah.
you see, I don't know, man. Like that game by itself. No Oculus Rift, but connected to a goddamn TV. That is much. I didn't.
fantastic,
I only
man.
really played the demo, but afterwards it's like, well, I need some air.
Yeah.
Isn't there Mirror's Edge 2 coming?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that
Yeah.
was announced by EA. It was teased, I should say, at
Yeah.
E3
Yeah.
a couple months ago now. No details really, other than there was a short trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a prequel. We know that much.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Or possibly a reboot. I'm not sure. Sorry, it's a reboot of a game with minimal storyline and only one iteration so
A
far.
reboot. whatever. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I don't know.
Personally, I don't care because
Pure
I know I'm not
electronic
going to play it
arts.
because I would throw up immediately.
I'll play it and I'll tell you how it is.
Excellent. But anyway, yeah. So like I took it off, played for a little bit, or rather, just took a breath, put it back on, finished the level. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Put it on the table. Sat down on the floor. Sat there for about 5 minutes while the next person played. And the developers are just looking at me like, do you need a bucket? I'm like, no, I'll be okay.
Just give me a sec.
I just need, I'm updating Twitter. Update Twitter and, just take a breather, look around on the floor, everything's going to be okay. And, yeah.
I don't foresee myself having a problem with that, but I do know I don't do spinny well. I've had a lot of problems. I had a problem at the X, the
exhibition here in town. Yeah,
it's a traveling fair that comes by every year.
I don't like spinning rides either.
No, the teacup ride. I was fine with the roller coasters. I was fine with the up and down, the
no
side
spinning
to
around in
side.
a circle. The zipper sucks.
I was okay, or the centrifuge. I was even okay with that.
Really?
It was the friggin' teacup ride that got me.
Oh, the teacup ride.
I got off that, sat down, and then quietly hurled in between my legs.
How do you quietly hurl?
with little fanfare. Let's put it that way.
That's remarkable. That's impressive,
Respect
actually.
for that one. If I go,
Quiet
it's
puking.
Yeah.
it's a bit of a light show.
Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah.
Oculus was an event in your life. What
It
else was
certainly
there?
was.
I mean, you were there for 3 days.
3 days, and it
a
was
lot.
it was amazing.
So much stuff.
It was so busy. Oh, it was all over the place. But more games. Starforge.
Okay, that is the one by
Oh,
those.
yeah, I bought the alpha for that in Steam.
Me too.
That is the one
It-
where you can build. It's kind of like Minecraft.
In space.
In space.
With guns.
That you
that
can-
sounds fun.
You can-
Procedurally generated guns.
Yeah, you can actually customize. They had guns. I saw the demo that the guys put out, and it was you had guns with like four barrels and a chainsaw attached to it, like
Or like a mega chainsaw with like 7 chainsaws
attached to it. Yeah.
Like it was just. I love the premise. It's-
It is early alpha.
yeah, and it
Yes.
looks really pretty.
And it has like a fully functional physics engine that I want to put in it too, right?
Oh yeah.
Like there's going to be a lot of work into that game.
There is a lot of work into that game. Like I said, it's. Would you say it's pre-alpha right now? It's fairly early.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not beta. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's alpha, but I mean like it's screaming potential. Like
Yeah.
holy crap.
Yeah, it was worth investing $10 in.
Oh, easily.
on sale.
Easily. Well, 10, 20. There's like the $50
No,
option.
No,
even That's a good.
$10 is exactly how much I'm willing to invest in that
Yeah.
concept,
Give it time. I'm sure you'll want to spend more.
but I won't have to.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, I saw it, talked to the developers, and yeah, that game is looking really cool. It was another game that I was having a little bit of issues watching due to motion sickness thing, but
Oh, really?
yeah, but as of this date, currently, they were working on putting in some sliders for like motion, how much head bob and all that.
Oh, okay.
I think that's actually already in. It came out like yesterday. or
Honestly, I bought it for the future. I didn't even install it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
waiting to see.
I will soon for sure, because it's really cool.
It was an investment.
I mean, considering that you look at Minecraft, for example, and I mean, everyone loves Minecraft, but it's all blocks. Everything's a block.
Well, it's fairly basic from a graphics standpoint.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm just saying, like, even if you had like most HD graphic you could have on there, everything is still a block, right? Whereas in this game, there are rounded hills. It's all this
Yeah, I've
beautiful
seen like
landscape.
the foliage is all like
It-
it's got the trees have leaves.
Yeah. Or actually, here's the thing too. In a release that they just put out, the trees can actually break due to wind.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I of course I haven't seen it yet because I haven't gotten it and all that. But I mean, like just that amount of detail putting into it, it's pretty cool,
Yeah, it looks.
It's a very cool concept.
yes.
and it will be a very cool game.
Hopefully.
in time.
at some
Hopefully.
point.
Oh,
At
I'm sure
some
it will
time.
be. I'm sure it will be. The way that they're going, it's going to be awesome.
It's on my list of things to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
Twitter.
But- yeah, Twitter. I'm gonna have to follow those guys. I don't think I have yet.
Yeah, you should.
Follow everybody.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
sure
sign
I
up for
do.
Twitter.
I'm very.
should.
I'm
Yeah.
very
Surprisingly
low
addictive.
on the Twitter.
Well, you
the
just
twittering.
you just started.
You're less than a month old.
Yeah. I'm a baby.
You are.
I mean, none of us are exactly Twitter veterans, but still.
Oh, I find I don't have enough. Like, I can't do anything at work.
No, they're still both going.
This one just needs more power. It's getting low.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I
Sigh.
can't do it at work. I don't have the time to do it. Whereas,
You do.
no, I don't.
If you're on Reddit in the Chive,
Yeah, see, I don't even go on the Chive that much anymore. But Reddit, it's like you read 3 or 4 posts on the front page, and then I
that's
put it
exactly
away.
what you do with Twitter.
I guess.
I mean, it's 140 character posts.
Yeah. We'll
You're
see.
reading text
I'm sure I could
messages.
fit it in somewhere, but at least, see, at my job, unlike you two, I work
I work sometimes.
sometimes. In the winter, I can get away with it when we're not running around like jackasses.
You are a jackass.
I am a jackass. First step is admitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah. Let's see. What else is there? Lift Razors, played that. That was pretty cool.
All I know is
kick.
they have an awesome
Dive kick.
trailer.
Oh my god, dive kick.
Dive kick.
Yeah, we'll get to Lift Racers a little bit, but holy crap, that
I have
game.
heard, I have not looked into any dive kick, but it's friggin' everywhere.
Dude, I will admit.
There's 2 buttons.
Dive and kick.
Dive, kick, dive, kick.
Yeah, now I'll be the first to admit it. When I first saw that game, I didn't think it was going to be good at all. I was just like, how could this possibly be any more than a Flash game? Like, it just didn't feel like it, like just looking at the pictures and videos and stuff that I had seen at the time. Playing it on the floor, holy shit, I have to buy that game right now. That game is...
And you can in like a month.
I know, very soon. And that game is probably one of the best fighting games I've ever played.
Really?
Well, here's the thing. When you're playing something like Street Fighter or, one of those ones that they...
Tekken or whatever.
Yeah, the ones that they have at, like, the fighting competition.
Yeah.
Those things.
SNK,
Yeah.
fucking Street Fighter.
You name it. Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel vs.
Yeah.
Capcom.
Anyway, when you play those, they're...
Also combat.
to a lesser degree. Anyway, when you play those, there's a lot of strategy that goes into it as far as, you do these moves and this thing and this thing. And
When
in order
block
to
and
be...
all that stuff.
In order to be an expert at it, you really have to know all these move lists and
Yeah.
There is
How
a
to
very
combo.
deep meta
Yes.
to those games.
Yeah, you have to know the combos, and if you know the combos, you're
Well, you're
not going to win.
Yeah.
then you shouldn't be playing professionally,
Yeah.
or at least at
And none of us-
competitive level.
Yes.
And as far as fighting games, none of us at this table should.
Yeah. It's like playing League and not knowing how quickly Dragon spawns.
Look at
No,
this shirt. this
It's
shirt.
like playing League and not knowing what the creeps are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Anyway,
had that. That's not good.
no, that's not good at all. Anyway, the point that I'm getting to is that you're shaking the camera and stuff.
I'm sorry.
The point that I'm getting to is that the game is very strategic, but it's very simple. So it's very easy to play, but difficult to master.
Knowing when to dive and when to
I need to
kick.
put this
Yeah.
pen down. All I want to do is click it.
But
I'll
I
be a
mean,
race later.
it's funny. You have that joke. You say that joke. That when to dive, when to kick. That is totally
In the entire game.
it
If
is-
there's only 2 buttons.
But that's the thing. There's more. Like there's super moves that you can do. That you have a meter
Super
for.
dive and super kick.
No. It depends on who your character is, because there's actually a bunch now.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it's like one will dive this way and then it'll like dive straight down.
The
One
angle
will,
of attack. There's
Yeah. Other ones will jump higher. The one will like kick and then like rotate and go totally across.
Okay.
Like, there's a whole bunch of different types of fighting that you can do, which is remarkable considering that there are 2 buttons, not even a stick. Not even a stick.
The
Left
act-
mouse button, right mouse button?
No,
No,
it's,
X and square.
Oh,
it's
it's
actually it's PlayStation. Or
Yeah.
at least for now.
And it's coming up for PC as well.
Yeah.
Left mouse button, right mouse button.
Good.
Space bar,
Enter. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Whatever
Doesn't
the
matter.
2 biggest keys you can find are.
space bar, and number pad enter.
And I'm pretty sure they're
will do.
I'm pretty sure they're going to release their fighting stick, and I really
They
hope they
want
do.
to. I haven't heard whether or not
They
they've
better.
officially.
I will buy
stick.
one.
Well,
it's
yeah.
it's a big controller, about this big,
got
with
2
2
buttons.
big ass buttons. one says dive, one says kick, one's yellow and blue, and it's the best thing.
all you got.
And it's all you
all you
need.
need.
It's great.
It better be sturdy. I would be like just
Oh, yeah.
button mashing with my whole face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The only problem is that making those kinds of peripherals is expensive.
Yes.
So they
and
need.
They are a very small
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
And indie crowds aren't exactly huge, right? For
Well,
Yeah.
this is the kind of thing that is actually, potentially going to make a at least some impact in the fighting game community.
Yeah.
It will,
Yeah.
and it has.
Yeah,
They've
at EVO, it was actually featured.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. This is a big deal. And it's going to be a huge deal. Like, playing the game, like, okay, here's how they had it set up. They had a square booth. On each of the corners, they had the controllers and the game. On top of the game, they had another big HD TV. So everyone in line would
Could
go
see
like
what's
an
going
X,
on.
could see what was going on, and it was like everyone was cheering and like hollering and stuff. Because, like, for example, when I first played the game, I made a very critical mistake.
Did you kick when you should have dived?
Well, yes, but that's not the point. The point that it said is
I
that
don't think you can do that because you have to dive before you can kick.
yes, it's true.
Well, then it's a pretty big error, isn't it?
Anyway.
Well, before the fight, you can select a gem that will. I thought they did nothing. I honestly thought they did nothing, but apparently they actually do something. And
Something
the gem that I picked was 30% extra sudden death overtime or something like that. I can't remember the name, but it was ridiculous. So I'm picking that one. And then one of the developers came up to me. He's like, "Oh." I'm like, "What?" It's like, so it's a best out of you got to win 5 times or
Yeah.
finish, right? Because the matches are like 20 seconds long.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the time limit. Anyway, so by picking that, the other person has 4 out of 5 wins immediately.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, oh, okay.
So you have to win the first one and then you win?
No.
You have to win 5.
Yeah.
The
you have to
other
win
guy
5.
has technically won 4 out of the 5 already.
What is the purpose of that gem?
That's exactly it. It's like challenge.
Let's put it this way. That's the kind of thing where if you win having that equipped,
You're a god.
it's something to brag about.
And here's
Fair
the
enough.
thing. I
Playing
got
something on insane.
I got 4 wins. And I almost got my 5th, and everyone back in the line was just like screaming, like it was hilarious.
That would have been epic.
Like it was amazing, and I mean, like, props to the other guy that I was fighting. God, I mean, like the
For only winning once.
but the thing is like, you know, for just having the good attitude, you know, because I mean, like everyone was rooting for me at that point, considering I had 4 out of 5. It was like just demolishing. But I mean, like the first one was like up, kick, boom, and like the sound effects, the video, the way that they do it is just so visceral that you just really get into it, especially when you have, you know, a few of these.
Oh, yeah, that can never help.
Oh, it'll totally help.
Or it can help a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is very true.
But
It
anyway,
brings out competitive nature.
Precisely.
yeah, it's a bell curve. Anyway, but
Yeah.
so I mean, like, you just get into it and you're just fighting and like playing the game, and it's amazing. It is such a good game, and you need to buy it. Like, I'm gonna buy it the second I can.
Any idea when it comes out?
August 20th?
Yeah, something like that.
27th?
Something
End of August.
Yeah,
For the PS, or
buy
PlayStation,
it.
rather.
buy it.
And Vita. Crossplay compatible.
Really?
I
Is it local multiplayer? Or
Yeah.
Is it...
Well, I have
think-
to imagine there's net multiplayer.
So you guys have a PlayStation?
We do.
I'm gonna come over here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna have. We're gonna have some.
Chocolate cake?
It'll give me an excuse to actually dust that thing off.
We're gonna have some sort
It
of
is quite
competition.
dusty, yeah.
Yeah.
We
everything is PlayStation.
we haven't discussed it, but I want to have like a tournament
Oh, shit.
and film it.
That
And,
would be good.
And like have mics up, and it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
See if we can
do
make
that.
or find some huge controllers.
I
we
am
probably
not
could.
the person to ask about electronics.
We're
I
not.
know how to build a computer.
He can. He knows things.
I can do stuff and things.
Wow.
Mostly things, not so much stuff.
Yeah.
We could just make a giant box with some control arms leading from 2 buttons that you
Hit
mount
X and
the
square.
controller
Yeah.
in.
Yeah. We could do that.
We could make we think about making sensors that sense when you dive and when you kick.
So just jump. It's like
Just
use the
Racer the Hydra.
or well, I wasn't the Hydra, but the one that's for PlayStation.
Oh, the Move.
The move.
Yeah.
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 We've
The
got one.
wand.
Yeah, we've got one of those. at
Dive,
work. We
kick,
could
dive, kick, dive, kick.
That's not a bad idea.
tape one to your
Developers.
foot and tape one to your arm. Or
Yeah.
Or your
one to your
waist.
leg, one to your arm.
That's a
what do you-
good way to break some Move controllers and
Yes.
possibly your leg.
We should do it.
worth it?
No.
Well, if it's got on video,
I'll be the
maybe.
test dummy.
Go hard. Okay, let's do this. I'm in.
Yeah.
Just think of the YouTube title: "Idiot Breaks Leg Playing Dive Kick with Move." It'd be great.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of views with that.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, yeah, we're definitely doing a tournament on that.
I could be that idiot.
I don't care what we have to do. We're gonna get everybody we can, and we're gonna do that.
All right. Just a brief interlude. Sorry about the squeaky chairs, everybody.
Yeah, this thing is really squeaky.
We'll bring WD-40 next time.
Or just fix the damn chair.
It's a matter of I don't think these are fixable. I don't know.
No, there's not even any screws in the bottom of it.
Anyway,
It's not that squeaky, I don't think.
Duct tape.
they're all kind of.
I will just duct tape it all.
So yeah, that was Dive Kick. Dive Kick's looking pretty damn good. Anything else from RTX?
Well, like I said, there was left razors. Which
Luftrazers. Razors. I don't know.
Sure,
There's
whatever.
an umlaut in there somewhere, I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Anyway, that's a cool game too. It's like
I do know that they have the most awesome soundtrack to the trailer.
yeah, it's like really basic graphics, but I mean like the gameplay is reminiscent of like some really old like flight simulators, like 2D.
Well, it's not Flight Simulator.
Or not,
It's,
sorry,
it's,
not simulator, but
it's
like an arcade flyer.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, you mean like
It's not top down.
Wings
going
Over Fury.
forward. It's
Like
more
side-
asteroids, where you're kind of
okay.
looking from the side rather than top down.
Yeah, but the way it controls makes it so much better
Oh,
because
I lied. There's no umlaut.
there's no umlaut.
There's no umlaut.
No umlaut. Anyway, the way it controls is that you steer in a direction and then like you give it throttle. Like you can, so you can send yourself flying in one direction and have people or different planes tailing you. Like turn it around. You're still flying this way. Shoot that way, and then like aim down, full throttle down, and then full throttle that way. And it's the way you move around the map is just crazy. And then it essentially boils down to bullet hell in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a good time. And I want to tell you what the final ship is because you unlock parts of your ship as you go and you can have
It's
different.
Devolver too.
Yeah,
Or
Shadow
it's
Warrior.
published by-
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing the trailer right now. It's going to be recording the audio.
Really?
I really like that soundtrack. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So I can't tell you what the final ship is because, like I said, you can upgrade like your weapons. You can have different body type, different engine type. Like there's one where you can fly underwater a little bit, and yeah, it's really neat. But yeah, the final one is really awesome and worth the entrance fee. That's all I can say. That's all I'm allowed to say. But the game is very, very, very cool.
Fair enough.
Yep. Let's see, what else is there?
Devolver has some really good friggin' music in their games.
Yeah, yes, they do. Every game that they're published.
Admittedly, they're a publisher, but
Yeah,
still.
Yeah, but every game that they're published is like
That they're published?
that they published has an incredible amount of style. Like it's
Yeah, they've got a definite niche that they're going for here.
and it's awesome.
Let's see, when is that coming up? Oh, it's by Vlambeer.
Lapierre. It's a flaming bear. I have them on the Twitters.
Ah.
I think I might too.
You better.
I have like half of the games industry in my Twitter list by this
Pretty
point.
much. But let's see, what else did I play? Fuck, I mean, like it was a big place, but I mean, I was running around going to panels and stuff. Battle Block, Starforge. I think that,
The only thing I heard about from you at work was Dive Kick and Battle Block.
Yeah.
You talked about Dive Kick for probably a good hour, maybe two.
yeah, pretty much Dive Kick, and Loadout.
And Loadout, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like Dive Kick, I had very low expectations going in. I will admit that straight up. But I had extremely high, and like I will tell everyone, expectations getting out of there. That game is amazing.
I know it's the Giant Bomb guys have covered it, or they've been they're close with the developer, and I forget the gentleman's name, but he wears a hat a lot. Anyway, they've featured it frequently, so I've had a pretty good look at it,
You have a hat.
and I'm interested in picking that up for sure.
Oh,
I
I
think
will force you
We
to.
could have a lot of fun here.
I will force you to. It is happening. I see what you did there, and we're not doing it.
I know.
All right, well, any other games you want to mention then?
From RTX?
Yeah.
I think that covers the stuff that I played.
Sure.
There were more on the floor that I saw
Yeah, obviously.
that I didn't get a chance to. What was the one? It was Leica something. I saw that, and it's Leica Nose or
Leica or Lyk?
KA. It's the Russian space dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on Kickstarter if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Who isn't?
Exactly.
Me.
But yeah, I didn't get a chance
should
to
get
play
on
it.
there.
It
Just wait.
looks neat. It looks like it's going to be Metroidvania
Okay.
to a point anyway. Like I said, I
I like those.
didn't get a chance to play it. It looks pretty cool. The graphics are neat. What else is there? I think I got to most everything else though. Oh, and there's Smite,
Oh,
and
sure.
that's what
Yeah.
you two are playing, right?
Well, me a
We'll be
little bit more
covering
than
that in a
Lyndon.
bit, sure.
But, yeah.
If not games, then any other stories? Did you meet anybody cool? You got anything else you want to say from RTX?
Met a whole bunch of cool fans, a lot of cool fans. Met the publishers from Devolver, like
Nice.
hung out with those guys a lot, a lot. Yeah, and actually, you name it. I met guys from Starforge, met the guys from Divekick. I had a lot of fun talking to a lot of people. And,
Right on, man.
And yeah, the panels were really awesome. Afina got into Ruby, and like I said, that was incredible.
Ruby.
Fuck, it was just crazy. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good food.
Did you meet
too.
the Rooster Teeth guys at all?
No.
Ah,
But that being said, if you're watching the podcast from RTX, I can't remember the number off the top of my head. My wife and I were singled out at part of it.
Really?
Yeah, because so they're talking about America being the center of the world on all their maps because it's a big country, northern hemisphere, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they were talking about Australia, and they're like, "Hey, is anyone from Australia?" And there were two different groups on other sides of the room, right? Which
Yeah.
a couple we just happened to be sitting by, like totally random. We had no idea. So anyway, they screamed. They were talking about that, and they're like, "Hey, is anyone from New Zealand?" So
Yeah.
my wife's from New Zealand, so my wife and I scream, and they're like, "Hey, the geography still matches." But then they're like, "Oh, hey, there's Nick, who was from Simple Walks to Mordor. Have you
Okay.
seen that? You should. It's really good." Essentially, two of the Rooster Teeth guys and one of their fans from New Zealand, Nick, they did the walk from Hobbiton, where it actually is,
Okay.
to Mordor, where it actually is.
The filming stuff.
Yeah, and they did it all in 6 days, and it's really crazy. You got to see it; it's pretty awesome.
220. RT podcast number 226. RT does it live from RTX 2013.
Yeah, that
Joel
one.
versus Jack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's stuff. I'm not gonna ruin that, but watch it. But anyway, so yeah, Nick wanted to plug. It was, what did he call it? RT Aotearoa, but they couldn't say Aotearoa. It's New Zealand in Māori.
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
actually, Land of the Long White Cloud, if you want to be very specific, which should be.
I've
Anyway,
learned something new.
Aotearoa is New
I've
Zealand.
already forgotten it.
I'm not capable of pronouncing that.
I will smack all of you. Anyway,
I'm not even going to try.
the point is that they're like, oh yeah, so yeah, like all of you don't listen except for you two. There's this thing happening in Auckland. I'm like,
You're pointing at my closet.
well,
You missed the camera entirely.
but I'm saying that's what they were saying. They were pointing at us.
Stop bringing attention to the two people we have in the closet.
But that's okay. They're not. Never mind.
cut,
causes can be
cut,
funny
cut, cut. Cut. Anyways, so yeah, that's really all I've got to say about RTX. It was amazing, and I want to go next year. I probably won't be able to because I'm probably going to New Zealand sometime in the near
yeah.
future.
I feel your pain, man.
Yeah.
I have tickets to PAX Prime. Well, sorry, I have really shitty tickets to PAX Prime this year. I've got the Monday and the Friday and the Monday out of the 4 days. So I'm thinking, God, I could go. I'm missing like the main days, but I could go. But
Why?
because those are the only tickets I could get.
They sold out really quick.
They sold out in under 3 hours, 5 hours, and that's like 60,000, 70,000 tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of a big deal.
kind of a big deal. Anyway,
Jesus.
so actually, if you got nothing else to add to RTX,
No, that's it.
This would be a good place to pause. We are just under an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Well-
We could cut it here and pause save the audio if nothing else. So,
Are you sure? I mean, this camera says
59 minutes.
36.
That camera's been dying repeatedly.
And what's this one at? I can't see it.
I can't. 42?
52.
52.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, we
let's-
are at 59:18 according to our Audacity.
Let's talk for a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah,
You've
why
got
not?
40 seconds. Well, I figured we cut it here, save the audio, and then put a nice little break in, and then come back and we can talk about what we've been playing and stuff.
If you want to pause it.
I don't know. Anybody
I'm
else
cool
got
with
anything to add about RTX?
Nope.
Any last words about RTX?
I didn't go.
Go.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon. Yes, bacon.
All right, folks. We'll be back after this.
So, welcome back, guys.
Bitchin'.
Welcome back to
yeah.
part 2.
Yeah, that break was brought to you by Space Team.
My
Yeah.
God. If you aren't familiar, Space Team is this.
It's an app.
It's
game.
in a mobile game, multiple co-op.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's hard to really explain.
It's basically just a
Google
bunch of
that.
people yelling at each other.
And Technoblabble.
Technobabble trying furiously to mash their phones in very specific
Yeah.
manners. And just recently, very recently, within the past 24 hours, they finally released the cross-platform compatibility. So
Yeah.
if you have friends with iOS devices and Android devices, they can all play together
Yeah,
now.
that's the thing. It was on iOS for a while, and I was very, very sad for a long time because I am an Android guy. So I wanted on my phone so bad, and I told him, the second this comes out, I'm getting it on my phone. I don't care what I have to do, but the second it comes out, I'm getting it. And then we found it, oh my God. So yeah, that break was...
Space Team break.
Yeah, we had
Oh.
a Space Team break, and oh my God, it's a Space Team
It was
break.
amazing and awful all at the same time.
Yes.
Fantastic. And it
Yeah.
segues neatly into part 2 of this, which is, what are we playing now?
Well, we've kind of gotten. You kind of done your spiel on all the other games. Are you playing anything new?
Rogue Legacy.
Oh, Rogue
All of
Legacy.
us are playing Rogue Legacy, and that game is amazing.
God, it's good.
So much. I can't help how much time I spend. It's like, well, the strategy involved to going, all right, I got a miner. I'm going to run through everything, not open any chests, try not to die, and then go another guy in and get $8,000 so I can upgrade one thing. Because I'm level 127.
Holy shit.
I think
Yeah.
I beat the game at 138 or something.
Yeah,
I-
I have gone to New Game Plus, so.
I'm 85, and I have 3 bosses to go.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, 3 to go.
Well, not that's including the final boss.
oh, okay. So
Assuming there's a final boss.
I'm guessing you have
Yes, the
Fireball
door
and
does
Ooze.
open.
Yeah, the door opens and then there's a boss in there, I assume. But other than that, I don't know the rest. Don't ruin it for me. Anyway, the point
He's
is
actually literally a giant anthropomorphic penis.
You beat a phallus with a sword. It's
What a
weird.
dick, eh?
okay.
Anyway,
Anyway.
yeah, I take it we are all enjoying the game, or
Oh,
fuck yeah.
immensely. I mean, that's the thing. It's I can edit some stuff, or I can play Rogue Legacy, and
Well, I
then
have-
it's 1 a.m.
I have a very nice setup on my computer. I use 2 monitors, right?
Yeah.
So I can be playing anything. I can be doing whatever, and even playing a game of League. All right, well, my spawn timer's at 50 seconds. I'm gonna play Rogue Legacy till I die. Honestly, I have done that before, where I switch
Really?
over. Yeah,
Oh, I haven't gotten that into Rogue Legacy yet. I've probably played. I don't know. I don't think I've lived more than about 50 seconds
Oh,
in Rogue
jeez.
Legacy. I played it a few times. I'm like, well, this is kind of fun. I've been big into Mark of the Ninja though, so that's different. That's a
that's
whole different beast.
But another fantastic game.
Absolutely.
Have you guys noticed, Thompson and Brennan? Have you noticed how easy it is, or one of the easier ways to progress in Rogue Legacy is just to cheese the shit out of the game, to just try to break the system. You just try to get the class set up that is specifically designed or just balanced in such a way that it makes killing the boss almost an exploit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of. I think that's how you have to do it in some ways. There's no way certain classes will be able to
No.
do it. I have found that anybody that gets the Fireball Circle spell
Yeah.
just wins.
Everything.
There's a lot of things that spell just makes moot.
I'm pretty sure you can beat anything with a spell sword with the Empowered Fireball. You can kill anything with it.
Pretty close.
Run out of mana, hit it twice, do it again.
Yeah.
All right. Which boss did you take down?
I've taken down the
The eye.
eyeball,
Okay.
and I've taken down the skull. So,
So
Okay.
you've got the Fireball dude and the oozes left
Yeah.
before the final boss.
sure.
Oh, you haven't even found those yet. Okay,
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay.
I found the one in the tower.
that's the Fireball dude.
Yeah, and I just haven't bothered entering the door.
It yeah. Well, the depths or the dungeon or whatever it's called. It's kind of a pain to get through there.
I legitimately I did 3 runs through there. I
Yeah.
found the boss. I managed to get a castle layout in which I basically had a straight line to it.
Okay.
So I went through like 3 screens, ended up at the boss, and then just killed him. I've spent probably less than 20 runs in the depths, all said and done.
Well, see, I got lucky because I got to the point in the game I had beaten the first 2, and I just beat the tower guy, and I still was getting my ass kicked in the depths, but I could more or less farm the first part and the forest.
yeah.
So that's how I was making money. I'd run through the first part, clear everything to the waypoints, go into the forest, clear everything, and I happened to come out of the forest at the boss door. That's how I got to it. I was just like, oh, there's another room. Okay.
I guess I'm here.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
It worked out. Never had to touch the depths at all because it's a horrible place.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's not the.
I actually haven't touched the game since I beat and started New Game Plus.
I did that a couple days ago now, 2 or 3 days, and then I realized, okay, I'm at the point where I've beaten the game. I have achieved what this game has laid out for me to do. I need to play some other games for review. I can't go back to this game right now.
Yeah.
I've got 3 dozen other games I need to get to.
I'd be really bad for. I don't think it's actually physically possible to unlock everything.
Oh, sure it is. It's
I don't know.
Just takes time.
At some point, you're not going to have enough money.
no, actually, I that's another way you break the system is that if you can basically with the runes specifically, you can set it up so that you're getting
A ton of gold.
like 75 or 150 gold per kill, like per mob drop.
Oh.
Yeah, basically what you do is you run a straight setup of the increased difficulty guys, and then assuming you're powerful enough, you can then also go into the gold percentage drop equipment,
Yeah.
and then you just farm like the first 3 screens, hopefully,
Nice.
because the damage reduction from that equipment is pretty severe. So
Yeah.
you need to be pretty damn good. Or if you just use the runes and then a combat loadout, you can go, basically through the first section through the forest and get, 8 or 10K.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look. See, I'm really bad. If you give me a list of things and say, to complete this, you have to upgrade everything kind of thing, I will spend time on that game to upgrade it.
Yeah.
My problem
Achievement
right now
systems
is-
are my death.
Yeah, my problem right now is that I've got about probably half the equipment locked out,
Okay.
and then I'm thinking, damn, I want to know what the end game gear is because I played
Yeah.
just enough
Well, I
WoW
got-
to want to know what the end game
Yeah.
gear is.
Well, mine's all the Guardian, the gold stuff. That's as far as I've gotten
Yeah.
in equipment wise. I've unlocked every rune though.
Fair enough.
I got the achievement for it. It was great.
Nice. So that's what we're on right now. What are you guys looking for? I mean, obviously, my stuff is mainly RTX related.
Stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
Shadowrun. comes out in
Shadowrun
3
is
days.
a pretty damn big one. Yeah. There's a bunch of. That's certainly the biggest unreleased game that I'm looking forward to in the
Yeah.
immediate future. There's a couple more, but that's 3 days away. I'm got it pre-ordered. It's going to be on my hard drive. I'm going to play the shit out of it probably.
Yep.
There's a bunch of other games I've got. I don't know when this is going to go up exactly, but we are
Friday.
in the.
On Friday?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, in that case, the Steam sale will have been over for about a week then.
Yeah,
a
5
bit
days.
under a week.
Today's the last day,
I've-
correct? It'll be
I've-
done by noon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
It'll be done by noon tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I've picked up 30 plus games so far. In my defense, my justification for this is these are all games I need for content.
Yes.
I
for
can review
content.
them and shit. So yeah, I've got a bunch of games. I mean, predominantly older games, but a lot of niche games, a lot of indie games that I've got on my queue now. That I'm gonna. I plowed through. Oh shit! I was up at 2 a.m. Because
Which really,
sleep
honestly,
is-
doesn't say a whole lot because you're normally up at 2 a.m.
Well, what that did mean is that I had basically 15 hours worth of game time before we started recording this. So I played 3 or 4 different games for a bunch of different hours, and yeah, they're all varying degrees of good. They were Fallen Enchantress, which is basically Civ meets Might and Magic.
Yeah. I have that
I
game.
want-
I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
I
but-
want that game. I don't think I'll ever play it. That's the thing. Like I see
I hate
it.
the Steam sale for that fact.
Yeah, I couldn't justify myself buying it. I know it looks.
But it's only
amazing.
$10.
I've been following that series since the first game came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and unfortunately, from what I understand, the first game was okay, but not great.
Kinda broken.
Yeah, so to hear about this one and hear that it's actually really good now and it's like it plays well, it's like, oh, it looks so pretty, it looks so good, and I want to play it, but I have so many other games to play. It's like,
You've got my Steam access. You can get into it someday. Yeah, that's
Yeah, but I'm
Fallen
not gonna do
Enchantress
that.
Legendary Heroes, I believe.
That's
It's by
exactly-
Stardock Games.
Okay.
yeah,
It's on Steam for, I think,
a bunch of money.
well, $19.99 regularly. It's like $10.99 right now because, hey, a Steam sale. Not that it's going to do you any good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a lot of fun. I played that. That was actually, when I got home from work, that was kind of the game I wanted to play. So I put in probably eight hours so far over the weekend. Basically, a full campaign.
Yeah,
No, it's a lot of fun. The combat is... It's Mighty Magic-esque in that when you engage in
grid.
combat, you
Yeah.
go down to a grid, and then you've got your units laid out.
Your strategy stuff
Yeah.
from there.
turn-based,
Turn-based.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's
You
not.
like the battles.
Yes. Yeah, it's sequential turns, sequential units. So it's
Okay.
it's initiative-based, so your initiative dictates where you are in the
queue.
queue.
Yeah.
So it's very D&D then.
Actually, it's very actually, now that you mention it, yeah, it's very D&D-esque. As far as that goes, and then of course the overworld campaign setting is basically civilization. So you're making settlements, you're conquering each settlement. There's resources that you can capture. Yeah, it's a good game. It's
You fuckers.
it's noticeably.
Now I'm gonna buy that game.
It's not a bad. Yeah, it's worth it. It's obvious that it's not coming out of Firaxis or basically a larger developer. So there's it's relative. There's a couple of rough edges. There's a couple of things
Whatever.
that are probably faults due to smaller development teams or
Is it fun?
money. Oh hells yes.
There you
Then,
go.
I had a lot
there
of
you
fun.
go. Good enough.
So yeah, I put in one campaign. It was fun. It's sufficiently different from the games basically it kind of took the ideas from Civilization and Might and Magic predominantly, so that it's not a straight amalgamation of the two. There's the introduction, like the hero units or your sovereign unit, is something that neither of them really have. Ish. Well, Might and Magic kind of does. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's a good game.
Okay. So,
Yeah, and then what else was I playing?
what else are you looking forward to?
What else am I looking? Well, what else am I looking forward to of new releases?
That's coming out anyway.
Let's do, like, how far in advance do you want? Like,
Well, let's just say a couple months.
couple months.
A
Cool.
couple months. A bunch. I mean,
Final Fantasy Beta is coming.
Oh, for
That's
the
something I wanna
MMO.
Try. Yep.
I played 11, and I
realized I was not nearly Korean enough.
did have fun for a little bit. But it required so much of a time investment, and that's one of the reasons I'm really iffy on MMOs.
It was also slightly punishing.
You had to have a group. You
Yeah.
had to have a group.
and you had to be not terrible.
Yeah, which is not always a bad thing.
No, yeah,
But-
that
It
definitely had its
rewarded
upside.
skill, but it also punished, if not necessarily a lack of skill, then it certainly punished doing poorly for whatever reason. I mean, just the simple fact that you lost XP when you died.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's Dark Souls.
yeah.
Well,
Sort of.
sort of. I mean, Dark Souls at least allowed you to recapture what you lost, whereas no, in Final Fantasy, it's
Just do more.
gone.
Time gone, and that just
It
makes you
was.
mad.
I haven't looked too much into the new stuff, but I will probably play it.
Yeah.
At least try it out.
One of my
Right.
buddies is as big into Final Fantasy, which is why I've tried the first beta when the 14
Yeah.
first iteration came out. I played it for probably a good half hour, and then it sucked. I was definitely not.
It
a fan of
didn't.
the
It
style.
didn't get the best reviews. The first one.
No, but it looks like they're doing the reboot right.
Yeah, they're keeping the same class system, I believe, and
Are they?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Like you get your.
Like your class is based on your weapon. But that was how it was for the first
Yes,
one. I don't.
that is the
don't
way it
think you
works.
do
Yeah.
that. I haven't looked into it a whole lot, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we're kind of running out of time here, so we'll make this a bit quicker.
Okay.
Next, give me 2 games that are either in your list to play or listed looking forward to.
Looking forward to or to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be the older games that you haven't gotten to yet, or new games coming out.
Well, Shadowrun for sure.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to that because I played the old one on the SNES or whatever the fuck it was.
I emulated that. So.
Yeah. And looking forward to, honestly, I haven't gone too much into it. I've been my ability to look at the games has been distracted highly by all the shiny that Valve has put in front of my face.
Fair enough.
So, and I did buy some games. I have no idea when I'm going to get around to them though.
Fair enough. I do know you're playing a lot of Smite right now.
I'm playing a lot of Smite.
Give me 3 minutes on that.
Smite? Okay. Well, for those people that are not aware, Smite is a new iteration of the multiplayer online battle arena, a la Dota.
MOBA.
Yeah, Dota or Heroes of New Earth or League of Legends. Now, League's probably one of the biggest of all those, but they do,
is the biggest.
Yeah.
Dota's got a big following, but beyond the point. Smite's third person. You control a god. They're all based on the actual mythical gods: Zeus, Thor, Odin, Ra, etc.
Yeah.
It is really fun. I'm highly entertained. It is somewhat more rewarding in skill because your auto attacks are skill shots. You have to aim and hit them with it.
Nice.
And so far it's been fun. I'm level 13 out of 30 in it. So, but I quite enjoy it. They've released it with there's five maps or 6 maps depending.
A couple different game modes.
Yeah, well, they have the classic conquest. They have an arena. They have a domination. They have a 1-on-1. They have a 3v3, and
Beard mode.
well, they have ARAM, and then there's one every day that's like ridiculous. Like you can only play bearded characters, so Odin, Thor, Poseidon, etc. Yeah. Or you start the game with 10,000 gold. Have fun, right? Or 100,000 gold. Just ridiculous.
Yeah. And that's free to play, correct?
Yes. Yeah. It kind of runs the same system as LoL.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the most important question is: have you put any money in?
No.
Have you
not.
had fun?
Yes.
There
I'm
you
having
go.
a lot of fun.
That is how I recommend free-to-play games. How much fun can you have with it without putting any money in?
You do start with a certain number of characters. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but and then there's a rotation like in League. So
Okay.
That's pretty alright.
yeah, it's fun.
How about you, Lyndon? What have you been playing? Or what have you been playing, or what are you looking forward to?
Well, actually, the one I want to touch on is Chivalry. My buddies have been raving on it for a little while.
Yeah,
It's,
Chivalry, Medieval Warfare.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the subtitle because I own it and I've played it. I couldn't remember the subtitle.
It's the one where you kill dudes with your stuff.
It's a first-person melee multiplayer. It's not.
Have you ever wanted to beat somebody on a castle wall with a mace? Chivalry.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was recommended to play it while drunk, and I didn't want to touch it until that point. So last night, after owning it for a good month or so, I finally dug into it, and I can definitely attest to that. It's basically we just sat there. It was about 2 a.m., completely blasted, yelling for the order as loud as I could, running around trying to take people's heads off with a flail.
Nice.
And I think it was a lot of fun.
It's one of those. I think I want to play it just because it looks entertaining.
It is,
and I got it on the Steam sale. So
fair enough. It's also you can do well. Well, sorry, you can have fun if you don't know what you're doing. You can do well if you do.
Yes.
It's for what is basically guys running at each other, swinging swords and flails and maces and halberds, and the occasional archer in the back, crossbow guy taking pot shots. Surprisingly deep combat system.
Yeah, for a small comparison, I remember whenever I play Counter-Strike, I'm terrible at Counter-Strike, but I'll go in, and if I start losing, I'll get mad, and I'll say, screw this game, I'm done. But as soon as Chivalry, if I'm doing bad, I'm like, well, whatever, I'm still taking people's heads off, I'm still having a blast, and...
The sheer amount of fun it is when your sword connects and body parts just are going flying.
Yep. Flail, whack, head's gone. He's just kind of falling over and like, wow.
Yeah.
I feel so good right now.
And this game has been out long enough so that there's an established fan base. It's not a huge game, but there's a pretty dedicated following.
Yeah.
There's always people on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thompson, how about you? What are you playing? What are you looking forward to?
What am I playing? Well, like Rogue Legacy, lots of that. Dive Kick is the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, and it's coming out in a month, so
I know. I'm super pumped. Stuff that I'm going to be playing soon. Europa Universalis 4. I have a pretty good feeling I'm going to play that and suck really hardly at it.
I think you need to play like 30 hours of those games before you actually know what you're even doing.
Oh, I know. I've talked to friends like playing Crusader Kings, and they're like, so, okay, I got this guy, and then this guy married that person, had that kid, and that person wanted to go to this thing, and I put him in this place, and then he was this guy's advisor, and then he died, and then, yeah, it's...
I don't know if I want to buy this game.
It sounds like I'd
I
be
probably
too
will,
lazy
though.
to even.
You need to be in the right mindset to play that game. And trust me, when you are in the right mindset, okay, this is completely local, doesn't matter. Kevin, he played that game. He played Crusader Kings 2, and like our friend Kevin, I wouldn't expect him to be into a grand strategy like that. He plays lots of LoL, lots of League, shooters, you name it, but a particular strategy like that,
He's not in it for the long game.
Well, I don't know. I didn't think he would be, but he loves that game. Like, well, he played it for like 30 hours in like 2 days.
Oh wow!
Something crazy like that. But I mean, like he was.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well.
sleep.
He plays the games, but
You sure you didn't
that's
just accidentally leave a Steam game open, or?
No.
Did
I've
he
done
find
that
time to
before.
shower in there?
Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I mean, he played a lot of it. Like he went from like, hey, what's this game? I heard there's a Game of Thrones mod, and
Yeah, Crusader Kings, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
then he played it forever, and then he's like, I have to stop playing this game because it's taking over my life.
Just a random note I think is kind of entertaining. On my Rogue Legacy, I have 96 hours due to the fact that I left it on and went to work one day.
You always have a game open on
I
Steam.
know.
Yeah, I'm giving you shit on that too.
I think you had one on when we were here, sitting here. having a
I
beer.
have the Civ 5 map editor open.
Honestly,
Excellent.
if you're going to do that, just pick games with his trading cards, just so you can farm them.
Actually, yeah. That's exactly. I have all 5 that I was allowed on Civ 5,
you
so
go.
I'm just waiting for booster packs to be opened.
Oh, I
so-
hate that system.
I'm an achievement
I love
whore.
that
It's
system.
yeah.
It's great.
There it is.
I got two other
You got
games.
any extra cards?
I got two. You got anything else, Thompson?
No,
just
Dive Kick's the big thing right now, and I mean, there's so many other little games like Hotline Miami, everything I've covered.
Oh yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Hotline Miami too.
Yeah,
Two.
as well.
Also,
Yeah, but anyway, you go ahead.
Well, yeah, I got 2 games that I'm basically I'm probably gonna review at least one of them, maybe. One of them's The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing.
Okay, I saw that come up.
Yeah, this is not a game I expected. Honestly, I knew very little about this game when I bought it. I had it in my head that it was actually a tower defense game, and it was on sale, so I just fucking add to cart. I didn't really even bother to read the blurb at the bottom of the Steam page, and it turns out it's basically Diablo clone.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's good. It's not particularly deep so far, but it is fun.
Run around swinging sword at things.
Actually, you have options. You're broken down into 3 archetypes. You've got your ranged pistols, you've got your swords, and then you've got your spellcaster. There's a little bit of overlap here and there, like shooting ice bullets,
Gotcha.
things like that. And yeah, it's the way they make that work so that if you're a ranged guy, you're not constantly running away. Is they give you a companion, just a merc from Diablo 2, for instance, who has basically been put in to take away a lot of the really crappy parts of those kind of games. So, for instance, she has her own inventory, which you can fill up with all the random shit, and then send her to town to sell it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Torchlight.
A la Torchlight. In the same way, she she has basically a tree in which you can put the actions you wish her to take. So you can tell her to attack the weakest, to defend you. You can attack. She's range. She can be either ranged, melee, or basically a buff, a passive buff.
support.
Yeah. And so you make her a melee tank if you're the ranged guy, and then you're perfectly you can run the game like that. That's what I'm doing. And then she's also got she can pick up the gray items like the vendor trash. She just automatically. So just she picks it up. You don't have to touch it. You can just go sell it. So
That's
it's
it.
really good. Now it's pretty good. It's all right. I'm having fun. And the other one is Bit Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien by Gaijin Games.
I don't know. That game is. I've seen bits of it, and I don't know. It looks interesting, but
It's the kind of game that you need to play it. It's really good. I've enjoyed it. It's probably as I put it on Twitter, it's the most pleasant game I have played in a really long time.
well, I mean, it's a rhythm game, right?
No,
No.
ish.
Well, it's Rhythm Runner.
It is a runner game. So you've got increasingly large subsets of moves. So you can jump.
Yep.
Next, you can slide.
Yes.
Next, you've got a little shield thing that can block projectiles coming in towards you. Then you've got you can slide jump. Then you can slide kick.
Yeah.
Kick. Yeah, there's
It builds up, but
increasingly large subsets of moves, and then just. But yes, it is a rhythm game in that if you actually pay attention, you will notice that all the cues for when you need to move are almost entirely done in rhythm with the music.
yeah.
So you could play it with the sound off and probably do all right just by the visual.
Yeah, but the sound makes it key.
Yeah, once you realize that those sound cues line up. For instance, there's one where it's basically a cube on its side. So, like,
A diamond.
yeah, basically a diamond with the point on the bottom. And as you enter it, you hit the corner up, down, down, and keep going. As it
Oh,
rotates.
yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah, and as you hit each corner, you're supposed to hit a button on the D-pad. So right, top, left, bottom. And if you're just trying to time that visually, you can get it most of the time. But once you realize that each one of those presses is keyed to a specific beat on the music, then you can basically do a blind. It's just beep, 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 and it's incredibly satisfying. Likewise, it has this is the kind of game where you die a lot, quote unquote die. You fail. There is a checkpoint in each level, so once you reach that, you just go back to that. Otherwise, you start back from the beginning.
Yeah.
And the simple fact that I have,
Tooked. It's obviously tooked.
took me multiple, like 20 times, say, to go through a particular distance. And I don't mind the fact that I've had to repeat the same level or the same section of level 20 times. It hasn't bothered me. And that's the sign of a really good game, I think, especially of this genre.
What that really makes me think of is, to be honest with you, Guitar Hero.
Yeah, no, it's...
You can do it with visual cues, but...
It's the wrong way to do it. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. It shares certain similarities to that.
It's very angry.
Yeah. It is. Doesn't matter. I don't care about it anymore.
Yeah. Well, we've reached the point where our GoPros are failing again, so I think that's probably a good time to cut this out. So
Thanks for watching. It's been awesome.
yeah, you can reach us, of course, at adp.co. That is numerical 8, numerical 0, and a p.co. Of course, that's where we'll be posting all our stuff, our reviews, our videos, this.
Yep. Also on the tubes, on the YouTubes.
Yep.
And we're on Twitter. Mine's spelt out 80 number 306. Yours is
Tycho2501. That is Tycho, Tycho, numerical 2501.
and then you.
I am at B_Cattell, Cattell.
And you don't exist.
I am unfindable. Good luck.
If you want, though, and you ask nicely, I can give you his phone number.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. Hit us up there if you got any questions, got any comments. We'd love to hear from you. It's where all the cool stuff happens. For instance, if you were following me on Twitter before now, you might have gotten in on the Steam giveaway, which is wrapping up in
About 12 hours.
more like 1 hour.
Well,
No, it's... Oh.
Yeah, I put 12:01 Monday morning because
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You'll
That
be
was safer.
asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and when you see this, it'll be done and it'll be announced and blah, blah, blah. But whatever. Doesn't matter.
But if you follow us, maybe it'll happen. Something like that happen again. Who knows?
There's a good chance.
There is a chance. It was kind of it was super
No,
expensive.
there's a good chance. It's
Okay.
not that bad.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it's where you can certainly hear our ramblings and where we will put updates for all the shit we do.
And more videos and more awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So more reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, and with that, I think we shall end this of our second podcast.
Cool.
Cool.
Tune in next time for more of this.
See you guys.
Bye.
I'm kicking myself. I completely forgot. I've been playing the shit out of Sanctum too.